Hi there. So we've wrapped up play and I promised an activity for today. So we are going to use all these ingredients here to make silly putty. Oh, there's Lucy. She might want to come say hi. It's not Friday, but she wants attention. So I'll hold her while we talk for a second. So we're gonna make silly putty, and I haven't done it for a little while, so I have the ingredients here. We have 4 ounces of glue. We have the equivalent 4 ounces of regular tap water. Lucy's very curious. And then we have 1 teaspoon of Borax, which is a soap. You can see it right here. And then we have 4 ounces of warm water. So I put the Borax in here because I didn't know if I could really measure and talk to you at the same time, and it turns out now I'm holding a cat too. So let me put Lucy down and she'll go explore while we work. Oh, and I also have food coloring because you could get glitter glue. I have generic glue. It's what I had in my house, so I just shopped around my own house instead of going to the grocery store or anything. So let's get started. This is totally an experiment for me too. I haven't made this, like I said, for a really long time. And this is a really old bowl from my grandmother that is a little dusty. And it's really heavy, so when I go to mix it with my hands, it will hold still. And remember, I'm gonna have to use bilateral coordination to do all these things, right? Right now I'm doing the same thing with both hands to get this glue out of here. I'm gonna try to get all of it. And then when I hold this and mix it, I'm gonna use a different type of bilateral hand coordination. So I really can smell this glue. I'm also gonna post, if you'd rather make homemade Play-Doh, that works too. I just knew that I am not great with the camera, so I was not going to really be able to work over the stove with you guys. I'll be honest. Remember that burn I have on my hand? The stove and I don't really get along too well. You can ask my friends. Okay, so we've got the glue mostly in there. Lucy is like a shark going around my feet down here. She might try to jump up on the table too. And so we've got as much glue as I can get out right now. We'll put it right here. And then I'm going to put in the regular tap water. So I'm gonna put that in, it's 4 ounces, same as your glue. So if you have a bigger glue bottle, you wanna put the same amount in. And then I'm going to, and then I'm going to put the Borax in, this lovely container that I made at class. I'm gonna shake it in. So I should have used a color bowl, I'm sorry guys. White on white on white is hard to see. And then are you ready? I'm gonna put my hands in soon. I'm gonna move this over to the side a little bit. And then I'm gonna put the warm water in. It's a lot of water. I'm curious to see what's gonna happen, and I have a paper towel here just in case. And I am gonna use, you can use natural dyes or you can use any colored glue, but like I said, I didn't have that. So I'm gonna use green because I've got a green shirt on today, and I'm gonna put a little bit of dye in there. We'll see what happens. I'm kind of curious. And then we mix it. We are using the warm water to dissolve it. Ooh, now you can see it in the bowl, right? And I'm gonna mix it all around. And what is starting to happen is the glue is really, can you see? Taking form. Let's see. I'm going to really stir it around, and see I'm holding it. And then I'm stirring. So mine's really watery yet. Let's see what happens. I'm gonna keep mixing and mixing and mixing. I'm gonna try to dissolve everything. This probably would have been a great plan to dissolve that first. But you know what? It's all right. Okay, I'm continuing to mix, and it's still pretty watery. I'm wondering if I can take it out and put it in a different container. Let's see. So it's pretty gluey. Maybe I should get both hands in there. Okay. And I'm really gonna squeeze it and squeeze it and squeeze it. Whew. Okay, let's see what happens when I put it in a different container. Are you ready? So I still have this mixture here, but I'm really gonna work, wow. I'm really gonna work this one. Let me put this over here. So maybe you'll have more success. I'll put the directions in the, below, so you can just scroll down and see the directions. But this is what I've got for Silly Putty so far. And I think if I took this out and rolled it out and really worked with it, it would totally work. So I decided to do this too with you guys because there were a few times where I talked about like Silly Putty and Play-Doh and all those things for fine motor skills. And I'm realizing that not everyone has that. And I know that we can go to the grocery store and we can always order things now from toy stores and everything like that. I'd always encourage you to look at your independent shops in your cities and neighborhoods. It's really stringy. But also you can make these things at home. I used to do this with kids, especially in the neighborhood, and it was great because what I would do, unlike what I had prepared for you, oh, this is getting so much better. What I would do is, remember it makes really gross sounds too. What I would do with children is really work on that executive functioning. And this honestly has taken me about 45 minutes with students, with children, because I really ask them to help me. Oh, what is 1 tablespoon? What is 1 teaspoon? We don't need a tablespoon, we need a teaspoon. Which one is that out of all of your measuring cups? And can you, what is 4 ounces? And you know, when the water's warm, you've got to watch out for the children, but measuring with your kids is great. And again, I wouldn't do this with a totally young age just because it has detergent in it, but there are edible, not that your kid wants to eat it, but just in case, Play-Doh recipes. So I'll post a link to that too, like I said. But anyway, this has turned out beautifully, and then I would put it in a little container, and I think if I keep working it in with some of the water that is still here, it would get even better. But that is our project for today. I hope you had fun. I know I did. And this is a great sensory activity too. It's very relaxing in the water, but you might have some children who are averse to it. And that's okay. They can wear plastic gloves to do it, or use a utensil, like a stirring instrument. That works too. Okay, before I keep playing with this, while I'm talking with you, I'll say goodbye, and tomorrow's Dance Party Friday, so Lucy will come back and dance with us tomorrow. All right, guys, take care. Have a great day. Bye-bye.